had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it's caught inside the 25. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Let's it fly. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to try to return this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So Missouri's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get a back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
Quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. A running back on a linebacker, I win. But this guy is different. Interested to watch this matchup.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks the tackle. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He's out of bounds at the 5, and what a job to set up his offense.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? Probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
The Gators trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
On the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way Michael James, Kenyon Garner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. At the 35, he's got room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
He does a really good job with that mesh point. The mesh point is when he sticks it in the running back's belly. When he pulls it, he gets down.
Lofts one high and deep. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Right back to the well.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Dances away from the heat. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that 1st down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Keeps the legs moving. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got it down the middle. Touchdown, Tigers! What a grab and go for the score.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown, Florida! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You, keep being aggressive.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And here comes the offense on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback extends the play. Wide open downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass, trying to get to it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got his man to the left. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Quick pass on the fly motion. Runs through a tackle. It's a 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's bucked. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Gators are threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Throws to the wideout. Got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gator.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quick strike complete. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. Missouri wants to go fast. Looking to throw on second down. Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. He wants to throw. Got the quick pass. Across the 25, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They're going to throw it again. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback effectively, and even better, getting him on the ground.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Pocket starts to collapse. It's on target and complete. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this: we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Oh, he missed it. No good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game. Florida has the That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of going deep. And he makes the catch at the 25. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Florida. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll keep it himself. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He's back to throw on second down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and this is coach speaking. Very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
After the misconnection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Another incompletion on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, Get your feet set at the sticks. Understand that quarterback's got to be rushed. Get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
At midfield, he's got room. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Going up top on first down. It's complete to the right. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
Quarterback sneak wedging himself into the line. Touchdown, Gator! And the pummeling has started. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Syracuse is currently ahead in this one, but I don't see Jim Brown or Ernie Davis or even Donovan McNabb out there. This team has struggled to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Georgia Tech. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Power football with the run. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. Afterburner's coming. Touchdown, Missouri! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
How about this? These guys are going for 2.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
To the air on first down. A strike downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Looking to go up top on first down. They'll run the screen. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive ball.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really good game for this quarterback. He's been almost flawless.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Hold it, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And the Gators are threatening on first and goal.
Cricket.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Here comes the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Steps away to find some room. He's going to take off. And he slides after picking up the first down, but there is a penalty flag. Let's see who it's against. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. First down here for the offense. Here's the handoff. Still running at the 40. And he's running in the open. 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And the returner will be brought down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, you dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave.
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking left. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. They want to throw it. They're bringing heat. At the 40, there he goes. Pulled down for the tackle. The Gators moving quickly to the line.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator. Because
going for the big play. Touchdown, Florida! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Marks. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Gators have pushed it inside the 20. Trying to find his man on first down. Got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force the negative.
Touchdown, Gator! And the route is on. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a tight end. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Trying to beat the D deep. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Tigers. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Wants to throw on second down. Moving out of the pocket. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Got a man. It's Buck. Good call. Good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
He wants to throw here on second down. Quickly complete. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Jones. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on second down. On the option. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The option look. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues.
Touchdown, Florida! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling, and they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among them.
First down here for the offense. With jet sweep pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Gator! And the stomping has commenced. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he made the extra point without problem. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.